Welcome to the Black A History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. I've always known about Life, the late 90s buddy comedy starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, but it didn't hit me how gay this film really was until just this month when I looked at even the cover and I realized this film takes place in a prison, so of course there would be homoerotic storylines and gay characters. Life is about Ray and Claude, two working class acquaintances in 1920s Harlem, New York, who accidentally get on the bad side of bootleggers and get framed for murder by the white racist police on a trip to Mississippi. Though this film is a comedy and had me laughing, there's a hard truth to this story because many black folk in the American South were wrongfully prosecuted. When Ray and Claude get to their prison, their tough black overseer immediately lets the new inmates know what time it is, saying, "We ain't got no wallflowers here in Camp 8. Don't y'all worry now. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you tonight. That would take all the fun out of the courtship." So clearly, these jail managers know that sexual and romantic relationships arise in prison between inmates. Claude and Ray are the only inmates who can read, and as they read letters for the other inmates, another inmate named Jangalang, played by comedic legend Bernie Mac, has his eye on Claude, played by Martin Lawrence. After questioning Claude if he's been to prison before, and he says yes, and with a sensual eye, Jangalang says, "So you'll have no problem adjusting. If you need anything of any kind, give me a holler," as he rubs his suspenders like they're his nipples. Everyone can see what's happening, and the overseer yells, "Jangalang, what I tell you about pitch and woo at the job, boy?" Now, I had to look up that phrase, even though with context clues I already knew what it meant, but was not surprised to see that pitching woo is an old phrase from the 1800s that literally means to court, make love to, or to flatter. But at mealtime, we see that Jangalang already has a boyfriend, Biscuit, who is clearly the most flamboyant prisoner in Camp 8. When Claude sits down for lunch and Jangalang is lustfully staring at him, Biscuit catches it immediately and jealously tells him eyes front. When the guys are supposed to be sleeping in the barracks at night, Ray goes on and on about his dream nightclub, Ray's Boom Boom Room, and all the prisoners start fantasizing about being in this lavish club. And we even get a drag show performed by Biscuit, who's played by Miguel A. Nunez Jr. Now, I looked up this song, King Size Papa, and it's considered a dirty blues hit, and it reached the #1 spot on the R&B radio charts in 1948. If you listen to the lyrics closely, you realize that this song isn't just about a man, but it's about big parts of a man, if you get my drift. And the fact that this suggestive song is being sung by a drag queen that we know is having gay sex makes this even more notable of a moment in black gay American cinema. Though it is brief, there are some really touching and heartbreaking parts of this film for our gay characters Biscuit and Jangalang. In a shocking scene, Ray tries to cheer up the depressed Biscuit, and he realizes that Biscuit has his release papers, meaning he's a free man and just has to check out of the prison. But from Biscuit's perspective, he can't go back to his family because of who he had become. I think though it wasn't directly communicated extensively, Biscuit feels he can't go back to his family in the South as a feminine gay man who had sex with other men in prison. Either by the way he presents or looks, or maybe the fact that rumors about his relationships in prison may have already gotten back to his family in his hometown. And let's be real, though he was with Jangalang, it's likely he wasn't just with Jangalang sexually because of his position as the feminine person in prison. And Biscuit may have felt shame about how his life ended up, that he may never be viewed as the same man he was before he went into prison. In a heart-wrenching scene, Biscuit runs to escape the prison walls prematurely, knowing that the guards would take his life, leaving the heartbroken Jangalang to go retrieve his remains. Though this movie is a comedy, the end of the film became a harsh reminder that the justice system in the U.S. has been tainted and many black men have fallen victim to it, including black gay men who had partners and lovers in and outside of the prison walls.